Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyrim mods video. Today we're keeping it pretty simple with some gameplay mods. Some are new and some are just underrated that I found buried under the other 1000 armor mods that I have installed. So if you found a mod that you like, or maybe you already knew all of these, hit that like button down below and make sure to endorse every mod author that you can find if you remember to. And let's dive right in. I hope you guys enjoy. Starting off with the mod I haven't seen many use. This mod is called Press E to heal followers. With this mod installed, when one of your followers get knocked down or really just any friendly NPC currently following the Dragonborn, you can press E to heal the NPC. But this is not an automatic thing, it's not a cheat code. You have to have a healing potion in your inventory, and if you use a potion overhaul such as Apothecary, the follower will slowly heal over time until they hit the revive threshold. This mod also does work with dynamic activation key, but based on the default settings, you will automatically heal them once you press E. If you push shift, you'll instead talk to the follower. And although this has a lot of downloads, it's mainly from Wapajacks. Up next, a mod that I don't really see anyone using at all, mainly because there's other mods that do it, but this mod is called Better Courier. And by the way, I said that it has other mods that do the same thing. This mod adds a small home outside of Whiterun. And because this mod isn't exactly new, there are tons of patches to make it work. But aside from the new home, the couriers also have new multiple faces for them. You will almost never see the same courier, giving you kind of a true sense of diversity. There's also other small changes, like they only deliver in safe locations like cities or towns. And if you're lucky, you can also see the other change because now they deliver to other NPCs around Skyrim. So now you won't be the only one receiving mail, so you won't feel as special anymore. Kind of following the same theme but for a different type of NPC. This mod is called the Coachman. With this mod, carriage NPCs will no longer just sit at their carriage staring off into space unless you talk to them. They don't even really comment on anything unless you have J Serpent's mod. But now they will get up and walk around and idle in a small area surrounding the carriage. But because it's a small area, you'll still be able to easily find them even though they wander off. But at least they try and keep a little busy now by doing certain things that is around them. And sometimes, depending on your nav mesh, you can even find them getting drunk inside of a bar. And another mod that is add-on to that, this mod is called the Coachman Carriage Guards. This mod pretty much does exactly as the title suggests. Every vanilla carriage around Skyrim, not the modded ones unfortunately, but I bet there is patches for it, will have a new guard posted in the area to guard the carriage driver, or just the carriage and its goods. They also have their own idols and comments on the surrounding area. But they also don't move much because they aren't meant to be guards. But what I will say is great about them is that they have the same faction as the guards for the city of the hold that they're in. I guess just to prevent any bugs with them taking on the entire city guard. But that would probably be fun to see. Up next, a mod kind of simple but also a great gameplay mod just to complete the look. We have Soldier of Stendarr. With this mod, you'll no longer have to just hoard a bunch of monster relics that you don't intend on using because you didn't specialize in alchemy. Now you can pretty much go up to any Stendarr. It could be any of them even after they die, random world encounter Stendarrs. And then you'll be given a quest to hunt Daedra around Skyrim, such as vampires who offer vampire dust. And they are like the beginning level Daedra, but then there's the werewolves being the middle level. They're kind of hard to find, that's why it's the middle level rather than them being stronger, but these only require 2 of the werewolf pelt versus the vampire dust requiring 5. And of course, out of all 3 of them, the hardest to get would be the Daedra heart, where you have to find a Daedra to kill, or a Dremora to be specific. And once you kill them, you just collect their heart, and then you could just take it back to the Stendarr. Like I said, for vampires you need 5 vampire dust. For werewolves you only need 2 werewolf pelts. And then for Daedra, you just need 1 of their hearts. And you can turn this quest in infinitely and get infinite rewards. Okay, so this next mod I could definitely say is underrated. I don't think anyone else uses this mod. This mod is called Tsundal, a Tsun Bossfight Overhaul. The new look that Tsun has is from a mod that I use separately, so that's not included with this. But what this mod does do is, like the title suggests, overhauls the boss fight when you fight Tsun. In vanilla Skyrim, he's just a regular guy that you fight that's pretty overpowered, basically a stronger bandit. But with this, he has many new spells to use against you, mainly centering around Frost considering he is a Nord. And aside from Frost, he also has a Frost cloak that surrounds him 24/7, and he can also now summon a giant bear that does tons of damage. So not only is he swinging a giant greatsword at you, he's also summoning a 20-foot bear that just attacks you non-stop with fire attacks, and then he also has wide range AoE attacks. This mod is not going to be for the weak-willed people, but I do believe that it makes Tsun worthy of being a boss fight to enter into Sovngarde, at least the meat halls. His defeat is still the same as in vanilla Skyrim. There's no extra reward, just bragging rights. Up next, we have a mod that kind of deals with Dragon Rising, the quest that you take on from Balgruuf to fight your very first dragon, unless you have mods that adds them to the world as soon as you start your game. Fun fact, the Dovahkiin know that the dragon shouts after dying is added by a mod. It's not vanilla Skyrim. But this mod is called Whiterun Battle Brother. During Dragon's Rising, there are about 4 guards that survive, and this mod takes it upon itself to add them back in as unique NPCs.
I can't believe we actually killed a dragon.
Just us against a dragon? I remember.
They all don't really have their own face because they all use closed face helmets, but other than that, they all have their own spliced custom voices.
If we killed the dragon, I never would have believed it. Good job out there. Glad you were with us. What could it mean? I have to wonder. By the gods.
Yeah, I'm proud to be your battle brother, Dragonborn. No problem, you sure took care of that dragon. Thank you.
And on to one of the newer mods of this video. This mod is called Sleipnir Beds, an upper class bed replacer. This mod does come with the installation option where you can have it replace the noble beds or the upper class beds. And this one is the upper class and also the base object swapper version with color variants. I kind of like to have as much diversity as possible, like I have all Assault the Sims mods, even though some of these kind of overlap. But because it uses base object swapper, it can pick and choose which ones it wants to use and in which areas. So now pretty much every bed has been massively overhauled by Assault the Sim. And up next, we got an even more simple mod. This mod is called Tween Menu Overhaul by JP Steele, kind of going from environmental mods to HUD mods. As you can see, this mod overhauls the tween menu when you press tab. On PC it's tab and controller. I kind of forgot, it's been a while, but that's not really important right now. This mod adds multiple new tabs to the screen as well. Like if you have the add-on for the mod, you can add the wait menu to there instead of using it like a hotkey. And it works for both alternate versions of the menu. You have to pick and choose one. You can have both of the alternate menus installed. Though I would not mind if someone made a patch to have both versions installed and it's just completely random. But aside from just the wait menu, there's also other patches for it, such as custom skill menu for mostly everyone that uses that. And also if you get tired of the vanilla menu for it, because most mods don't have an overhaul for it yet, there's one for Nordic UI, which I highly recommend. And one more mod to add on, also by JP Steele, overhauling the favorites menu. This mod is called Favorites Menu Effect Description. This one is much more simple than the latter. This one, all it does is for the favorites menu, when you hover over an item with extra effects in its description while you have it favorited, it'll now just read out all the effects and what it does and how many you have in your inventory instead of just leaving you clueless just in case. This next mod is simple fix for Skyrim, but something that didn't start bothering me until I noticed it. This mod is called Improved Barstool Exit Animations. In original Skyrim, when you get up from a barstool, your character sinks into the barstool before getting up and it looks awkward. Honestly, I never noticed it before I installed this mod. But now with this mod installed, you have a new animation when exiting the chair. Instead of putting your leg over the chair to exit, your character now just slides to the side and then gets straight up. I love it when mod authors patch something I didn't even know needed to be fixed. But now that I know about it, I can't go without this mod. And the last mod of today, this new mod is called Argonian Funerary Mask. Adding tons of new masks to your game. Well, technically there's about 4 masks with about 2 options between all of them, making a total of 8. Each mask features custom schemes for the color of the masks, but they all look the same in terms of meshes. But the different color schemes and how immersive it looks in game is the main reason I highly recommend downloading this. The 2 options between every mask has an option for light armor or just hood for clothing, in case you plan on going a mage Argonian. And even though these masks look amazing, there's no special requirements to craft them. All you need is the required material, and then you can craft it at any forge. I have to find a way to make it seem like these always existed in vanilla Skyrim. Basically lying to myself, but I won't be removing this mod anytime soon. And that was pretty much it for today, guys. Like I said, this started off as a mods that were kind of hitting in my mod list, but then I found a bunch of new mods that I liked. So let me know what you thought about this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace and love, guys.